There was once a boy, pure in heart, radiant in character, and beloved by his father. His name was Yusuf, son of Yaqub, peace be upon them. From a young age, it was clear he was no ordinary child. One night, young Yusuf came to his father, his eyes wide with wonder, and told him about a dream. He said, "Oh, my father, I saw 11 stars, and the sun and the moon. I saw them all prostrating to me." His father's face turned thoughtful. A prophet himself, Yaqub understood that this was a vision from Allah, a sign of greatness, a destiny unfolding. But with wisdom, he warned his son not to share the dream with his brothers. He knew that jealousy could creep into hearts, even among family. And he was right. Yusuf's brothers saw the special love their father had for him. Envy grew like a shadow in their hearts, until one day they made a decision that would forever change all their lives. They led Yusuf away under the pretense of play. Then, in a moment of cruelty and betrayal, they threw him into the bottom of a deep, dark well. They returned to their father with a stained shirt and a fabricated tale. But Yusuf, he was not alone. Even in the cold darkness, even in fear and sorrow, Allah was with him. A caravan traveling through the desert came upon the well and found him. They took him not as a boy of light, but as a slave to be sold. In the markets of Egypt, he was bought by a nobleman, Al-Aziz, and so, from the son of a prophet, Yusuf became a servant in a foreign land. Yet, he never lost his dignity. Yusuf grew into a young man, graceful, honorable, beautiful inside and out. His character shone. Those who saw him knew there was something different about him. But his test was not over. In the house of Al-Aziz, he faced temptation. The wife of his master desired him and tried to seduce him. But Yusuf, fearing Allah more than the consequences, turned away. He said, "I seek refuge in Allah." For choosing purity over sin, he was thrown into prison. Once again, a place of hardship, yet once again, Allah was with him. In the silence of that prison cell, Yusuf became a source of wisdom and comfort to others. 2 men approached him with dreams, and he interpreted them with truth. Years later, when the king himself was troubled by a vision no one could explain, Yusuf's name was remembered. He was summoned. Standing before the king, Yusuf interpreted the dream not only with accuracy, but with divine insight. He foretold of years of prosperity, followed by years of famine, and he offered a plan to save the nation. Impressed by his wisdom and sincerity, the king freed him, cleared his name, and elevated him to a position of power. The boy who had been thrown into a well, the slave who was sold for a few coins, was now a trusted minister in the land of Egypt. But the story does not end here. Years passed, the famine came, just as he had predicted. And one day, a group of travelers arrived seeking food. Yusuf recognized them immediately. They were his brothers, the same brothers who had once betrayed him. They didn't know who he was. How could they? They saw only a ruler standing before them, not the boy that they had cast away. And now, he had every chance for revenge. But Yusuf chose mercy. He tested them gently, guiding them back to their own repentance. And when the truth was revealed, he said to them, "There is no blame upon you today. May Allah forgive you." And in that moment, he rose higher than kings. He became a living example of divine forgiveness. Eventually, his family was reunited. His aged father Yaqub, who had wept until he went blind, held his son once more. His sight was restored. Joy returned to hearts once broken. And then, just as he had once dreamed as a child, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars prostrated before him. A dream from the past fulfilled by the will of Allah. Yusuf's story is not just about betrayal. It is about remaining steadfast when the world collapses around you, about choosing righteousness in private and trust in the face of abandonment. He was betrayed, enslaved, falsely accused, and imprisoned. But he never lost his faith. And through patience and unwavering belief, he triumphed. So to every soul that feels forgotten, to every heart that's been broken by the people it trusted, to every dreamer standing in the dark, remember Yusuf. Remember the well. Remember the prison. And then remember the rise. Because what Allah has written for you, no one can take away. Indeed, with hardship comes ease.